next class of science grade 5. I hope you are all doing well. So let's start off with the lesson skeletal system and nervous system. The lesson 7 of science. Okay. So don't worry because of the words. They look a bit hard to pronounce. You need to just understand the concept. First, skeletal system and nervous system. There are two systems in the human body. We are humans, and our body consists of skeletal system and nervous system. So, first we are going to learn about skeletal system. So, a body is made up of organs, nerves, and bones. Okay, so these bones are also called as skeleton. The body is made up of bones. All the bones together is called as skeleton. I'll show you the picture soon further in the class. Now let's learn about skeletal system first. Skeletal system. Skeletal system. What is skeletal system? This is a framework of bones, which is also called as skeleton. Okay, framework is nothing but this is a structure. The bone structure in the body is called skeleton. So this system is called skeletal system. There are different parts of bones or skeleton in the body. So this is a framework of bones. How will it help us is it will support the body. Now I'm standing because of my backbone, because of my bones in the legs, and I'm standing because of my spinal cord. So spinal cord is a bone. Okay, we have bones all around the body, and we are taking the bone support, the skeleton support to stand, sit, to do whatever we're doing. So it is a framework of bones which will support the body, and the bones are also called a skeleton in the human body. So have you ever wondered, there are so many bones all around the body. There is a bone here, there is a bone here, there is a bone here, and all over the body. Where not? So bones are inevitable part, which means which cannot be divided or separated from the body of human beings. Okay, these are inevitable part of the human body. So there are 206 bones all over the human body, the adult human body. So see, in the human skeleton, we have 206 bones. This is the exact number of bones that we have in the body, 206. So please remember, 206 bones in the human body. So I'll show you the picture now. Okay? Look at the picture. This is a human body. So the total structure or the total framework is called skeleton, human skeleton. So you can actually look at this. This is the front part of the skeleton. This is the back part of the skeleton. These are the rib cage, which will be inside ribs. Just look at it very carefully so that you'll understand better. See, first you can see there is a skull. Then we have the upper limb here. The upper limb. This is the rib cage. This is the spinal cord. This is the backbone. This is the backbone. It is also called a spinal cord. This is a thigh bone. These are lower limbs. This is upper limb. These are lower limbs. Okay, so this consists the human skeleton consists of upper limb, lower limb, which will have which also has skull, rib cage, backbone, thigh bones in it. We will know about the different parts of the human skeleton in this lesson. So we need to remember that human body is made up of 206 bones, and this is the exact number of the bones we have. Just now we have looked at human skeleton structure. Okay. Now these are the parts. First one is skull, rib cage, backbone, limbs, girdles. Okay. We will know in detail about different parts right now. First one is skull. Okay, let's look in the picture to know about skull. Okay, this is skull. Okay, the arrow which is showing is called skull. Now, what does a skull do? The skull protects the brain. The first function of the skull is to protect the brain. We have brain inside this skull. So the skull of a human, of an adult human, contains 22 bones. 22 bones. So all bones in the skull are fixed. They cannot, move. We have fixed bones in the skull, except the lower jaw. So see, the whole skull, this is the whole skull. Every bone is fixed except the lower jaw. Lower jaw is this part, the mouth, the lower part of the mouth. So see, the skull has a fixed, you can actually look at your skull right now. You have fixed bones everywhere. The cheekbone, the bones, the bones here, all over the skull, we have fixed bones. But the lower jaw, which is the lower part, the lower part of the mouth, which we use, this part of the mouth, which we use, we can move up and down, sidewise, not totally side, but we can move it all around. It is not fixed. The upper jaw will also contain teeth. Lower jaw bone is not fixed, so we can actually move the lower jaw part to top. Okay, so it exactly contains of 22 bones. What does it do? It protects the brain, which is inside the skull. This protects the brain, and all the bones are fixed in the skull except the lower jaw. Alright? The next thing we're going to learn is about rib cage. Rib cage. Okay. You can actually see the rib cage right here. So as you can see in the picture, this is rib cage. Now please look at the picture very carefully. Rib cage in the structure will be here, right here on the upper body, or in the upper limb. We can actually look at it in deep right here. The rib cage, the ribs are the thin and curved bones. That the thin and curved bones which form a cage in the chest part of the body is called rib cage. You can see here, these are the thin and curved lines which are formed, by which a cage is formed. A thin and curved lines which make a cage-like structure is called rib cage. So ribs are thin and curved bones which make cage-like structure in the chest part of the body. In the chest is called the rib cage. So what does rib cage do? It protects our heart and lungs. So what does skull do? It protects the brain, right? But rib cage protects the heart and the lungs. Rib cage protects the heart and the lungs. So most of the people will have 12 pairs of rib cage. 12 pairs of rib cage, which means the two parts here are one pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 pairs of ribs in the body. Most of them have 12 pairs of ribs in the body. A long bone at the center of the chest is called sternum. Sternum is this. You can see here. This is a long bone in the center of the chest. This is called sternum. Sternum. So pronounce it like sternum. Sternum. And this sternum holds the ribs from the front. So actually the ribs are connected to the sternum. So sternum holds the ribs. So the ribs are also attached to the backbone. And then see, you can see here in the picture right here. This is the backbone, and the ribs are attached towards the ribs are attached to backbone. So, but the last two ribs, the last two pairs of ribs are not attached to the sternum. So they are called floating ribs. Here you can see the last two ribs are not attached to the sternum. All these ribs, all these pairs of ribs are attached to the sternum, whereas floating ribs are not attached to the sternum. So these are called floating ribs. Floating ribs, you can actually remember this by name. Floating means which are not attached to the sternum, which are flowing without attaching to the sternum. Next is the backbone. So rib cage, you can actually feel your ribs if you touch the body from the outer side. When you touch the body around the at the chest part, you can feel your ribs towards the side. So these ribs protect our heart and lungs. And we have, most of the people have 12 pairs of ribs, which forms a cage-like structure and is called rib cage, which have two parts, sternum and floating ribs. Floating ribs are not attached to the sternum, and also rib cage is attached to the backbone. The backbone. You can see here again the backbone. It's actually, yeah, it's clear, right? Now the backbone protects the spinal cord. The spinal cord, this bone will protect the spinal cord. It is made up of 33 small bones. See, the 33 small bones are called vertebrae. Okay? These 3 small bones are called vertebra. Singular form, it is called vertebra. Otherwise, it is called vertebrae. So, see, this actually have alright. You can look at the picture because you'll understand it very properly. So you can see the very small one second. Here, so you can see small bones here, right here to the side. This is called vertebra. Vertebra is 33 small bones which a spinal cord is which a backbone is made up of. So backbone protects the spinal cord. Backbone protects the spinal cord it is made up of 33 small bones called vertebra. So also this backbone is also called as vertebral column. Vertebral column. Please pronounce it with me so that you'll get the pronunciations right and you will be familiar with the words again. So vertebral column is backbone. Backbone is also called as vertebral column. You can feel the backbone if you touch your back. If you run your hands around the back portion of the body, you can feel your backbone. So backbone protects spinal cord, and this has 33 small bones. The next part is called limbs. Okay, limbs. So look at the limbs. There are two limbs, upper limb and the lower limb. Actually, upper limbs. So limbs are divided into two parts, the upper limb and the lower limb. Okay, the upper limb and the lower limb. Upper limb actually has two parts, which is upper arm and the lower arm. Upper arm and the lower arm. You can see in the picture right here. One second. Here, the upper limb is made up of two parts, the upper arm and the lower arm. Upper arm and lower arm. So the upper limb has two parts, the upper arm and the lower arm. The upper arm is made up of a single bone called humerus. Humerus is the upper limb. Okay, the upper arm is made up of a single bone called humerus, and the lower arm is the lower arm is made up of two joints. The lower. Okay, the upper limb is made up of a single bone called humerus, and these joint bones, this pair of bones will make the lower arm here. This part is called humerus. The lower limb is made up of, the lower arm is made upper arm and lower arm. The upper arm is made up of humerus. This is a single bone. The lower arm is made up of two different things that are joined. Two different bones that are joined at elbow here. Elbow. So the lower arm is made up of is a pair of two bones, and the smaller bones form the hand, which is attached to the lower arm. See right here, the smaller bones form the hand, which is attached to the lower limb. The upper limb bone is called humerus. The lower limb has two bones attached to each other, attached to the elbow again. Then the hand is attached to the lower arm and made of small bones. Now it's the lower limbs. The lower limbs contains of two parts again, the upper leg and the lower leg. See, the upper leg and the lower leg. The upper leg and the lower leg. So the upper leg is made of single bone called femur or the thigh bone. The thigh bone is this. The thigh bone is also called as femur. The upper leg is made up of femur, and this is a bone again. This is a single bone, and also it is the longest bone in the human body. The lower leg is made up of two bones that joins femur at the knee. Again, see, simple thing again. The lower leg is made up of two bones that is joined to the knee, and the feet. The leg's feet is made up of smaller bones, which is attached to the lower leg. Okay. The upper limb has two parts: the upper arm and the lower arm. The upper arm is called femur. Lower arm has two bones, and the hand is made up of small bones. The lower limb is made up of two parts again: the upper leg and the lower leg. The upper leg is made up of a single bone called thigh bone, and lower leg has the two bones connected, attached to the knee, and the feet is attached to the lower leg, made up of small bones. And also remember that the thigh bone or the femur is the longest part in the longest bone in the human body. And the last part for today is girdles. Girdles. You can look at the picture right here. So girdles are the ring-like bony structure connecting to the skull and the vertebral column. You can see right here. There are two types of girdles. The shoulder girdle and the hip girdle. I'll show you in the skeleton also. But now let's actually know that these are the ring-like structures which you can see in the picture, which connects the skull and the vertebral column to the upper and the lower limbs. Okay, there are two girdles which are called shoulder girdles and hip girdle. The shoulder girdle connects the upper limb to the body. It is made up of a collarbone and the shoulder blade. And then the hip girdle connects the lower limb to the body. So you can see right here, the shoulder girdle is connecting. You can see like the upper limb to the backbone. You can see right here. The shoulder girdle is this. It connects the upper limb to the body. It is made up of a collarbone and shoulder blade. The hip girdle connects the lower limb to the body. Okay, the lower limb to the body. Here, this is the lower limb. Sorry, this is the here. 1 second. This is the hip girdle, and this is the shoulder girdle. Shoulder girdle connect the upper limb to the body, to the backbone, to the body, and the lower girdle connects the lower part, the lower limb to the body. So these are about different parts of the skeletal system. The skull will protect the brain, and every part of the skull is fixed except the lower jaw, which has 22 bones. The rib cage it will protect heart and lungs, and backbone will protect spinal cord, which is made up of 33 small bones. And the rib cage is also most of the people have 12 pairs of rib cage. And limbs, there are two types of limbs: the upper limb and the lower limb. Upper limb contains of two parts again: the upper arm and the lower arm. The lower limb contains of two parts: the upper leg and the lower leg. And the girdles, there are two girdles in the body, which are shoulder girdle, which connects the upper limb to the body, and the hip girdle. Okay, so girdle. And girdle contains there are two girdles in the body. One is shoulder girdle and the second one is hip girdle. Shoulder girdles attach the body to the upper limb, and the hip girdle attaches the body to the lower limb. That's all about part 1 of skeletal system and nervous system. So in the next part we will know about the functions and the joints. Thank you.